Just like, please not again tonight.
Please no.
Kill me. I don't want to be here no more.
So, you're all now headed down this cave. What is your marching order?
I mean, Mundi was leading us, correct?
Yeah, Mundi had the best survival, so he was leading. And Skull has been taking up the rear so far.
That's so dangerous. You know those Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yeah. All the pool party ones that they've been doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not smart at all. Especially because, have you seen like the mass amount of ones where it's like 20 or 30 just all together? Like somebody's going to drown. Like somebody's going to basically, it's going to get too heavy and they're going to start flailing against each other and somebody's going to get knocked out or just forced under.
So basically, are you behind Mundi or are you in front of Skull? Because there's 4 walking people here.
Yeah, well, he was right next to me the majority of the time because he took my hand.
I want to ask, since you're...
I'm still holding Mundi's hand.
Okay. You're directly behind Mundi. Thola actually requests to take a moment to
it's gonna be okay.
Get K-Doc back on his feet so that way she can be more efficient in combat. So that way she doesn't have to carry around his body.
Just leave that body behind.
She says we should at the very least see him out of the cave.
I wasn't actually saying that in game, so I mean...
Just left him in the stank room.
If he dies, he dies.
He'd vomit in this fucking passed out state and choke on it.
That would be like the most depressing way to die, to come back if I ever died. What happened? Well, you were knocked out, we laid you down, and then a stink bomb went off, and you choked to death on your own vomit because it was so effective. We don't know what happened to your body after that.
Would I get the experience for killing
We didn't
him?
go back. For killing him.
Wow.
I'm going to say no, because now that's an evil act. You're intentionally trying to kill another
I wouldn't say I was doing
Not
it on
intentionally.
purpose. It's like it's a stink bomb. He got left behind. It just so happens that my bomb did it.
He didn't get left behind, though.
Well,
But if he
that's
did-
why it was phrased as a theoretical question. Would I have gotten experience from him? Not, can I get experience from him if I put him
technically
down
get
now and
experience
stab him?
from a slain enemy, but killing certain people is going to... I'm going to have to start marking people on whether or not their alignments are
So
going
I can kill the other tiefling.
I'm just saying, if you plan it and go through with it...
I'm just saying, if he just so happens to die through an act of mine that was not my intention, would I get the experience from it? That was all.
What if I view the person as a legitimate enemy like the other tiefling? I've clearly made it clear that I do not believe that they're worth my time or being part of the group, and I'm more than willing to inflict bodily harm against them. Would that still be evil? Because technically they're evil.
Ooh.
Let's save this conversation for another day.
But I'll forget it like halfway through
I think
tonight.
that's what he's counting on.
Morality.
So she actually pulls out one of her potions so she can bring K-Doc back.
Wait,
So
so
he's-
that motherfucker?
So she doesn't have to keep carrying him around. Well, unlike you, she's probably the only lawful person here.
I'm not forgetting.
It's fine.
I made a note to remember to ask.
Alright,
Can I see your character sheet for a
let's
minute?
go. It's not on the
Go ahead. I could care less.
She wrote it in
I'm
pen.
chaotic.
He
It's
wrote
on my
it on
other
the
one
note
right
card.
here.
Oh, I wanted to erase it.
And it's in pins.
And I'll destroy it. Anyway,
You foolish fool.
she gives him one of her potions that, you know, she came in with 3, so she's now down to 2.
I took one.
She brought out 4,
Okay.
gave you 1, she still had 3 left over.
Okay.
He's at full health and is at least mobile, so she can at least use her greatsword now.
Hooray.
So now, you are continuing down this cave. All 5 of you are awake and moving. Mundi, since you're leading the way,
Yes. A horrible decision, but yes.
go ahead and make a perception check.
Roll the best on survival. Oh wait, you can't see worth a shit. Why do we have you lead?
He's got a
Lantern.
lantern at the moment, so he can see.
I can see a
in
little
one
bit. It's not super low. It's 13.
Okay. And just go ahead and make a survival since you are still navigating these caves.
I like that one more.
Which one's the one you rolled?
Not that one.
I don't know now. I mean, they look so alike.
No, they don't.
Oh, okay. 10.
As you're walking down this path, you just barely see, on the ground, a bear trap.
Maybe you should take lead right now.
Trying to get me caught in another bear
Do you tell him about what you just saw? Or are you just going to push him in front of you?
No, I'll make it known.
I'll go forward.
No, I'll make it known. Like, I'll...
Fenris, he points out another bear trap.
Looky.
I
Tookie.
carefully approach and disarm it.
How?
Oh yeah, you don't have daggers anymore. Oh no.
Throw a rock in it, dummies.
We have that other tiefling.
Is there a...
We're in a
I
fucking
slid King Doc's
cave.
hand in it. No.
I mean, also if you're proficient with Thieves' Tool, you could attempt
I
disarming.
don't have thieves' tools.
Skull throws a rock in it.
Skull throws a rock and the trap goes off.
You spooked me. I pick up the trap and give it to Skull.
I take it.
Alright.
I apply it to my door with his two brothers.
Wait, they're hanging off the door?
Yeah.
what are you
Don't
doing?
worry
No,
about
that was the whole thing that she
I-
said, because she can shield bash with them open.
We'll just like clamp on.
Yeah.
So are the
And they have
chains
the
attached
chains.
to the door?
Yeah.
Well, they're not
He said
set
that they
right
had
now.
no
It's
chains.
pretty ghetto rig right now, and they're not open, but they are ready to be.
Because
I know!
because initially when the first one was found, she was just going to use it as like a flail, but then when the second one was found, it was...
Oh, God.
The terror will continue. The door is forever.
Who's ever leading the group, make a new perception as you are now
Am I still
reaching an opening.
I think I went ahead of you. So
Yeah, because
guess
I pointed to you, so you're ahead now. I'll make it.
It's perception?
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
Alright, you're now stepping into this new open area, much larger than the one you were just in. And from where you're standing, you can't really see any other entrances or exits at this point, but what you do see in the center of this room is this large mound of metal and coin, and lying on top of it is this giant kobold. It's laying there, and did it go back to sleep? No, it did not. It is awake. It was staring off into the direction that you all were walking into, and you catch it just in time to where you can stop your group. Now, from what you can see, this kobold, it's the ones you normally see seem to be about 3 to 4 feet tall. They're rather small creatures, but this one, it's grown so big that it is now, you would say, 14 feet long, 6 feet high, and what was your total again? Dirty 20. You can tell that there seems to be a lot of tears in its body, and it specifically looks as though it's gone through a rampant growth in a short amount of time, and its wounds are still healing.
He's on steroids? That's not safe, man.
And another thing you can see, around the area where you could presume its head was initially laying down as it was sleeping, there seems to be this large puddle of something. You can't really tell with your dark vision.
Oh crap!
You would need a source of
Rule?
light.
Like a half breed and stuff, or something like that.
But yes, also you can't really see its color because of dark vision, so you can just see this giant, overgrown kobold laying on top of this pile of metal and coin.
Does it see me
So
yet?
And your perception was good enough that you can stop the group before walking in, as it is staring in your direction, waiting for something to come.
I stopped the group.
Is the room where it's at, is it dark too? Like, is it, or
Everything's
does it have
dark.
like a,
You need
okay.
a light source.
There's a
okay,
door
so
to
I was
this?
going to say, should I snuff out my light so it's not just willy-nilly casting light to draw attention?
You can try, and it may or may not see you because it was watching your direction. You're not sure if it's noticed you or not.
Well, wait, I got hooded. I can just close it. So.
But at the moment, your light is out, and the only ones I can see is everyone but you.
There was a door to this, yes?
No, there's no door.
No door?
It's
It's just
the cave
opening.
opens up into this
Okay.
new area, and you were able to catch it in time before just walking in. But you weren't able to see too much of the room at the moment because the main focus was the big thing right in the center.
I want to turn around and whisper to everyone, be like, "There's a huge motherfucker in there."
Ew.
Why are you fucking mothers?
I want to turn
want
around and
the
go,
Gatorade now?
"That's no
You
moon."
want the Gatorade?
Yeah, kind of. Now that I'm thinking about it. So.
Are you trying to make a reference of some kind?
You know, to the war stars. Anyway. But no, I want to turn around and be like, "Guys, there's a big kobold in there."
I'm out of brains.
I wish I
I
would
don't know
remember
if that
to
would
bring
help
a
on this
dragon
one.
tiki cup. I got a dragon tiki cup. I wish I would have remembered to bring it. So.
I got Renaissance cups if you want to drink out of a little mug.
It's fine. It's cool. Oh no, I'm not doubting there. I mean, I like this.
Should we
Goblets and
create some
tankards are
sort
great.
of plan for this, or we just gonna rush in?
I'll bring up rear right now until that way you guys who have the better chance of seeing without immediately giving away, like being a giant light source, can take your shots.
I mean, knowledge nature to see what you guys know about kobolds since you didn't really do any research ahead of time.
I'm going to knowledge nature kobolds, and can I knowledge arcana why he's big?
Sure. Do it one at a time. You're doing nature first.
Yep. So, knowledge is my knowledge. Knowledge. Ooh, my nature's good. 17 for knowledge nature.
God damn it, Jim.
You're beating the guy who specializes in nature.
By one fucking point again.
Listen, I don't know. Like whenever I got
I mean, I'm happy you're rolling.
well,
nice,
no, whenever I got
so.
the multi-class,
Yeah.
that one of their proficiencies is fucking nature. Weirdly enough,
I just appreciate that you're rolling high.
right? That's something to appreciate.
I'm willing to overlook my.
And 19
Internal
for
rage.
arcana.
Okay.
10 for nature.
Oddly enough, the nature guy.
Yeah, I apparently don't know a whole lot about kobolds, or at least not ones that look fucked up on steroids.
I had 16 on nature, but that doesn't matter.
Okay, here's
You know.
something everybody knows, including Fenris. Kobolds tend to pack in pairs. They seem to have benefits from attacking in at least sets of 2. For Mundi and Skull, you know that kobolds are naturally have dark vision as well. So they're
If we can see him and he's looking our way, he can see us already.
exactly.
If he's perceptive.
That's true if he's perceptive.
I want to say that for this last one it would be a bit harder, but Thola knew this ahead of time, and she, as you are collaborating to figure out what to do, she points out that kobolds tend to seem to be sensitive to sunlight, and therefore they typically only attack at night. And she actually mentions that she was prepared for this and brought some flash bombs with her to help fight.
I wave at the kobold.
Yo yo.
You're gonna get its attention.
Well, no, I'm just gonna wave, see if it reacts at
See
all.
if it's
like,
a-
I'm not gonna
yeah.
be like. I'm just gonna do a
It's still-
small wave.
Let's
I wanna-
see if it sees you.
Do you need this page saved or?
Nah. I mean,
It
maybe.
doesn't seem to be reacting to your motion,
I
but
cast
now
thaumaturgy.
to your Arcana check, you heard there may be certain plants or drugs or magic that can cause rampant growth, but usually if it's magic, it doesn't cause these kind of tears. Your body just becomes bigger, but wouldn't like.
so
be
this would have
destroyed in
been
the
a
process.
chemical thing, not a magical thing.
Yes.
So, can I knowledge nature the gunk you said that was on the ground?
You would
Or
have
would
to
I
get
have to
close
touch
enough
it?
to
Okay.
observe it.
Can I look at the ceiling?
You can, but were you wanting to do something there, Fenris? As you are all still planning, but
wanna. Alright, I'm gonna run this idea by everyone before I do it.
It's good.
I wanna.
Good idea.
I wanna cast Thaumaturgy 30 feet away to one side of the cave so that it distracts him. If we're gonna attack, anyway.
Yeah.
That way he's not gonna be looking directly at us
And
whenever we
Skull
rush
wanted to
in.
look at the ceiling.
Yeah.
Perception, because depending on how high it is.
Did you relay that's up on the
18.
like up on that mound and stuff, or because like I didn't see it. So.
I'll tell you guys what's going on.
Okay, because that way I would know ahead of time to switch to range rather than.
Skull, there
sticking
are
to melee,
stalactites along the ceiling of this cave.
I'll turn.
That is the correct one, right? Tight.
Yes.
Tights hold tight to the ceiling. Mites.
We could
Scary
do another
number,
roar,
so.
and it might knock some of those loose and fall on him.
You haven't seen them.
That's true.
Skull hasn't.
You just
Damn it.
You just saw him initially in there, so.
Skull the ever mute.
Come on, Skull.
What is my languages? I think this is one of my few characters I don't have fucking drowned silence on. It's upsetting.
Kadoc's like, I played a song.
I don't remember if Fifth
Yeah, that's
Edition
some
still
context,
has
though.
Drow
Kadok was
Silent.
brought back to life, so Skull could use a greatsword.
Useless.
What? Is he gonna put it to sleep with the song? Let's have him go in first.
So we have those flashbangs, right?
She says she has 3 of them.
Why don't we throw one at the ceiling? The force of those actually do make a force when they explode. They make light, but they also do explode.
Are you gonna say this to her?
No, I'm going to say it to him.
Hey, why don't we throw some of those flashbangs at the ceiling?
How loud did you control that?
Quite enough for the kobold not to hear.
Specifically just quiet enough for that kobold not to hear.
Yes.
Well, still, while you're conversing, I am going to roll to see if
That's
anything
fine.
hears you
Yeah.
whispering your plans.
Yes, I.
So, yeah, we could try that. I would also like to at least save 1 if we try to escape.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we should just try it with the 1 first, and then if it works, maybe a second. But
Monday, do you have anything you would like to pitch for the group?
Follow it. I like now that I know that he's up on the mountain, I'm switching to more range, but I'm pretty limited in what I can do. I have 1 ranged attack spell and my crossbow. The best I can do right now beyond that in terms of us is I can increase somebody's armor class by 2 points for a little bit, but
Whenever you guys have your plan ready, just let me know when you want to start.
I'm going to open one of the traps on the end of my door.
And do what with it exactly?
Leave it on the end of my door for right now.
ready.
5th edition. There is no Drass Island anymore. They have a completely different. There is no Drass
I
Island
refuse
anymore.
to accept that. There's always Drow Silent.
They have a completely different language and stuff because they Lolth isn't their predominant god in 5th edition anymore.
I don't give a fuck. They always have Drow Silent.
It's the Raven Queen.
Don't care. Drow Silent. I want my sign language.
But your character doesn't know sign language, so
No, it doesn't.
matter
That's
at
beside
this
the
moment.
point.
No, they know sign language. Nobody else knows the sign language.
Yeah, I'm gonna invent sign language. It's called Drow Silent. Fuck everybody else.
You're not even Drow. You're just. I developed this language for you.
So I didn't have to hear you talk.
Love me, please. I want a giant's baby. So, does anybody want the 2 extra points to armor class before we go in, or
The area around you seems to be
I might need it.
quiet, because you were initially hearing the sounds from this room, but ever since you approached it, you haven't been hearing anything coming from that room.
I'm looking behind us real quick.
Okay, perception.
Oh
Hey!
my god, today!
Well, you don't see any threats
Gonna need it
coming from
here.
behind you. And you are close enough to the mouth. You can see Well, you can't see like directly to the sides unless you poke your head out, but you can see there do seem to be a few other kobolds spread out in the room. So the large one in the center is not the only threat ahead. And for your spell, Mundy, I need to know its components, if it's Volko or not.
One moment.
He's
looking
looking.
at-
Give him some time.
Why not mention it before you just cast the spell? Because then they might hear it.
Okay, and then faith. It's I need a small parchment with a bit of holy text written on it.
Does that get consumed with the spell?
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
Huh.
It's I can produce them, but each time I use it, basically the parchment burns away.
I mean, does it have a material cost to it, like a gem does?
No, it's just that.
Well, say you at least have one on you, otherwise why would you have the spell?
Did you scroll up?
But you will need to
Why?
get more for the next
yeah,
turn.
I can produce them, but it takes time for me to produce.
I'm just
them,
going to say
so.
you would have at least one because it is a spell you know, and you would have in advance had something ready for it.
I think it said that lasts for like the duration of like 10 minutes or something like that. One moment. I'll go
And
back
what
to
spell is it called again?
it. Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith only lasts for like a round.
Duration up to 10 minutes.
Oh. What am I thinking of?
A shimmering shield appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus to AC for the duration.
This is so accurate.
What are the material components? Does it include vocal?
Yes.
Alright, then I will have them roll perception to
It's
see.
vocal and then the small parchment.
Okay. I'm still going to have them roll perception to see if they hear you casting this spell.
Are we
I was thinking of
before he
shield.
casts
Okay.
this? Are we prepared to throw the doodad?
She will pull out one of a clay pot from her bag.
How long does the light last from this? Is it just an instantaneous burst?
She
or does
described it
linger
as a
little?
flash bomb, and
Okay.
so not long. It's not like a light spell where it stays active.
I have light spell then. So.
But you were going to cast the Shield of Faith on
Yeah.
Skull?
Yes.
Right.
I left it up in there if anybody else wanted it. And Skull was
Is
the
anyone
only
going to
one
ready
who-
an action as he's doing this in case something happens?
I have a question first.
Okay.
So with thaumaturgy, I can make flames bright or dim for a little while.
Okay.
Would I be able to do that with the flashbang and make it even brighter?
I would have you make a spell, like a spellcasting check, which should be your proficiency plus your modifier. So if your spell uses charisma, it would be that.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
Like, I'm just wondering if this would be a good idea.
Just thought I'd throw it out there now before you try to get me on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
How
definitely
big
would
is
want
your how big is your shield door?
I think
How
it
tall
was
is
about
it?
7 feet.
I could right afterwards. I could cast light onto your shield door because it's just small enough and stuff. The whole thing can light up bright and stuff. And basically, you can when you're running at the kobolds, you can light them. And then if you hit them, they have to do saving throws.
Saving throws.
It says they have to perform dexterity saving throws.
For what?
If it's a weapon or something that they're getting hit by, it that has the light spell on it.
Saving throws for what, though? Are they taking damage
just-
from it?
For what?
The
though?
light!
Here, one moment. Light. If you target an object held or worn by worn or held by a hostile creature, they have to do the saving throw.
Oh, so basically,
I
you
misread
make-
that.
Yeah.
Like I can basically, if I
Oh,
do
or
it
else
on them,
fail.
I can light them up, and
It
but
probably
if they
makes
do
it
the
hot,
dexterity,
probably fire
they
damage
avoid
and
the
shit.
spell. Like they can avoid it taking effect against
That makes
them.
more sense because, like, you're not telling me
Yeah,
what it
I-
does
I-
afterwards.
I'm not going to
I
do
was
the thaumaturgy thing. We're just going to...
misunderstood it.
Why
Okay.
not? What's the worst that'll happen?
Fine. If she throws this clay pot, all of you guys need to close your fucking eyes.
Well, whenever we throw the cleave, we're gonna have to close our eyes anyways.
True. Get ready to close your fucking eyes.
Alright. So Fenris is readying in action in case Thola throws the bomb. Thola is going to ready in action in case something happens while you cast your spells. So,
I'm casting
cast
my
your
spell.
first one. What is your first one going to be?
I'll just show the face.
Alright. They don't seem to take notice as the spell is cast upon Skull. Skull, your AC goes up by 2, therefore it is a 17 if you're using it as a weapon, or a 19 if you use it as a shield. Are you going to cast another spell? Or are you going to do something else? Or do you want to throw the bomb now? What is your next course of action?
Do the bomb first and stuff, because I might not need to do the light spell and stuff. The light spell is like a just in case scenario.
Alright. If everyone's ready, Thola's going to throw.
Fuck yeah.
She let's do a percent to see if it goes where she wanted. Thola takes a step into the room and hurls one of her clay pots up towards the ceiling. She is throwing it. Are you taking your ready action? Are you?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, it's just gonna like make the light brighter. I don't know when I would need to cast it.
That's why I'm having you roll a spell casting to see if you can succeed on it.
14.
Alright. As the pot clashes against the ceiling and erupts, the light begins to burst out as the powder inside ignites. Everyone who... you were all prepared to close your eyes for when this went off, so you won't need to make a saving throw as you were expecting it. As it goes off, Fenris casts his spells, and you do hear the cave area begin to rumble a bit as it sets off by these stalactites, and just as you're closing your eyes, you see that bright flash run across your eyelids. When you open them up, you see first you can hear the cries of many kobolds cry out as a sudden burst of light happens within the cave. And you can all see in the center the big one's roaring out, and there's this black sludge spewing out of its mouth. Its scales are the muddy reddish brown color that all kobolds have been so far, and you can see these scars more clearly now. You can now all clearly see at least at the initial 12 other small kobolds scattered throughout the room. There could be more behind the creature, you're not sure, but you can at least see 12. And the light, it seems your spell was successful. The light is staying bright for a bit longer than it was intended to. And now, enter initiative.
Painful. I'm bad at this.
Oh, I'm still spinning.
Is it really?
Dirty 20.
Is this still spinning?
What's your total then?
It's a dirty 20.
I know it's dirty 20.
It's actually at 20.
Right.
Jesus.
Oh, it's not.
Wait for
It was a 3.
Hey!
One more.
4, so 7.
Oh,
Wow. I'm ready to go, guys. Come on.
I can't see.
What was yours, Mundy?
You literally can't
There's
see.
light.
3.
At least a little bit.
But you can see for the turn.
Oh,
Because
well, I mean, I have
The
my
light's
eyes
in my
closed.
the
eyes.
light is staying persistent. You are able to see. So you have Mundy.
I suppose I could have casted also light on like my armor, and later on I can see I become just a giant lantern in and of itself.
Cast one on an arrow for me. I'm gonna shoot it right at someone's face.
Yeah.
Alright, so for
Down
the
to
big
the
one,
forehead.
say they move to 3. Alright. And as the light goes off, it lingers there longer than expected, and we are at the top of the order. Thola, who rolled a natural 20. Damn.
She's ready to kill things.
She was readier than me.
She quick draws her great sword, looks around the room, sees... You okay there, Jill?
Hit me!
What?
What? Is your cat over there or something?
You hit me, you jerk!
Oh, okay, whatever. She sees some kobolds like closing in on the entrance of the cave and moves towards one of them and slashes at it.
Fuck yeah, fuck him up.
She slices her weapon at it, and let me double check her. Get out of that. And you can hear the cries as one is slashed across the chest and slumps over, dead.
Oh.
Move on to the second one, Fenris.
Fuck yeah. Where is the largest concentration of kobolds?
There are now 2 near the entrance, as you all ran through. There's 3 on the left side, 3 on the right side, and 2 more groups of 3s in the back area.
I'm gonna shoot at the... Where'd Thola go? Left or right?
She's at the cave entrance. She swung at one on the left side.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at the ones on the right. That group of 3.
Okay, the group of 3 off a ways. Then go ahead and make... What are you using to attack them with?
I want to use my bow and arrow. And I want to use Hail of Thorns as well.
Okay, and what does that do again?
Next time I hit with a ranged weapon attack, in addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dexterity save. Creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful save.
Okay, so everything next to it makes the save?
Yes. It and everything next to it.
Alright, first roll to see if you hit it.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm gonna hit it. So... 21.
Yes, you'll definitely hit the initial target. Please roll your damage for that target. And all 3 of them have to make a dex saving throw?
Yes.
Alright.
So the initial damage is 9.
The first one you strike... Where did I put their health? Falls dead.
Damn. Yeah, no, they...
And
Even strong kobolds don't tend to...
And now for the... Well,
so.
that was actually the only one that passed the save, so now roll the damage for the other 2.
5.
We'll each take 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Jesus.
Well, one of them did crit fail, so that one dies as well. So you've killed 2 of the kobolds. And now we move on to the kobolds at the mouth of the cave, but they are currently blind at the moment, so they will have to attack with disadvantage. And Thola is the closest target.
No.
You see them both wielding, one's wielding a short sword, the other's wielding a dagger. They both swipe towards Thola. One completely misses, swings in the air. The other one, it strikes against her chest, and you can hear the metal against metal, but she seems fine. Then we move on to the next group. The group that Scott was shooting at. You just happened to pick the next group in the order.
Right?
And once again, it is blinded. But so it's going to try and throw its dagger towards the group as you're all still by the mouth.
I'm gonna kill its friend.
Their friend, it's the last one.
Oh, it's the last one.
The last one of
there's
that
still
group,
one.
Scott killed the other 2.
No, I was talking about the ones near what's her
both.
face.
That would be funny.
Good.
It's blind, that's why I'm asking.
Commotion.
Where's their tent?
It's just playing it up.
Let's see which one it went for. Threw it at Kadok. And it definitely beat his AC.
Yay!
Oh no, he's gonna die for real. We finally get rid of the bastard.
You hear Kadok go, ah! As he takes 4 points of damage from the
Why
dagger
is he
being
not tied
thrown.
up?
Did you eat your bowl? Do you want it in the fridge?
Maybe later. I don't know.
And now we move on to the group on the left side of the giant one. They're all blind. They're going to move 30 feet towards the group. They're still not close enough to melee swing at anyone. So all 3 of them are just going to throw their weapon, even though 2 of them are holding a short sword. They're just going to throw their weapons at you.
These guys are dumb as fuck.
They're kobolds. They're good at making things, but everything
That's why
else
that
they
one
don't.
decided to do drugs. This is dumb as fuck. Don't do drugs, kids.
It's just like that one old drug PSA commercial where the drug dealer turns out to be a snake man. That was weird, though.
The only one that
Jesus.
two that threw the short swords, they kind of fly 10 feet and clatter onto the ground doing nothing. But the one that threw his dagger, it flies in Skull's direction and bounces off the shield.
Noise.
Fine.
And now we move on to the one in the center.
Is it my turn yet?
Oh, there's a lot to consider here.
Like the dragon that's underneath that pile.
This thing basically is a dragon.
Oh, duh, they're kobolds. That's what they want to be.
And as it attempts, it's still also dealing with the blindness, but as it attempts to do something, it instead just vomits up more of this black goop out of its mouth and onto the floor.
Yeah.
And let's see,
PK.
it tried to move, but something went wrong. It just kind of slumps forward, falls to the ground. Its head clashes onto the ground, causing another rupture to shake as the cave's shaking a bit more.
Oh, man.
At this point, you can notice some of the stalactites, they are trembling. They look very loose, and some look like they're about to fall. But then we move on to another group of kobolds, and then it'll be Skull. These are in the back right area, and they move forward towards their queen, essentially, and don't take any action at this time. Skull, it is now your turn.
The ace vote. Oh no. Skull's dead. Life is gone.
You don't get it, Jim?
She has to share her footrest now. This is a sin against all
I don't know what you expected to happen. What do you need?
My book. I don't even know if it's there.
Player's handbook, or what do you want?
No, not my book. It's that. Smart man, thank you.
You're a smart man, Jacob.
Yay!
Everything you've done has
I
led
didn't
up to
say a
this
full
moment.
sentence. He knew exactly what I was wanting. So.
You're a psychic, Jacob.
Sure am.
Nice.
Know what I know, but I'm not telling. Anyway.
No. You don't get to be Crazy Ralph.
Gonna hold action.
What do you plan on holding action for?
I haven't decided yet. That's why I'm holding it. I don't want to walk into the cave that's about to fucking collapse here. Though I really do want to run and, like, use my shield on the queen bitch.
Just shout again.
Okay.
Ready your action.
No, I decided what I'm gonna do. I don't care.
Nice. Sounds just like you, Jacob.
So I'm gonna run forward, screaming my orcish scream.
Wah, 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 wah.
I'm gonna bring down my door with the open trap at the end of it onto the queen's head, who is now on the ground.
Alright. Go ahead and roll your to hit.
Oh.
It didn't really roll. It sucks.
Yeah, no, that just kind of fell.
Yeah, it just spinned in spot, but whatever. I'll take it.
What's your total?
Oh. Hold on. It's your strength, isn't it?
Yeah, you're doing a melee hit.
So it's 12.
Oh, Jesus.
As you bring the door down onto...
It was a 9, right?
That you rolled initially?
It was a 3.
That
It was a 3?
Well,
Oh, dude. Oh, never mind.
Well, that's why I was like, holy
yeah,
crap.
that's what I was like, damn!
Jill's a monster.
Never mind. It's a 7.
Well, it was gonna hit the head, but not really do anything, except set off the trap, which
Well, that's what
could
I
have
was
done
going for.
something, but since you did worse, you bring it down, the door casts just enough of a shadow for it to see it coming, and it moves its head just out of the way as you slam onto the ground.
So does my door act as a gong at this point? Dong on the ground.
Supersonic.
Kill it! Is it a bug? Kill it! I don't know what those are, I don't know where they're coming from, and I hate them. Kill them.
Go ahead and roll a What would I have you roll for this? See if you're rolling shit now.
Yeah.
You used up all those 20s.
I know, I used all those 20s on fucking inconsequential bullshit.
No. Remember, think of all the kobolds you did kill.
That's true. But I didn't kill those with a 20, did I?
No, you did.
No, you did. You
Because
rolled
it
20.
landed
That's
exactly
why
where
it
it needed to
filled the
land.
whole fucking room. But no, it does make some sound, but it doesn't seem to
I don't
irritate.
know where those bugs are coming from. They always appear right there.
They're just spawning.
It does make sound as you crash it on the ground, but it doesn't seem to irritate the creature next to you in any way. And now we move on to the last visible... Nope, they're not in initiative yet. We move on to Mundi. It's your turn.
Yeah! I'm here. Oh, man, I don't want to take a pot shot at it now because Jill's right there by it.
Go for it.
No.
You increase Skull's AC, so
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it's currently a 17.
I'll take a pot shot at it.
go for it.
Alright, yeah, that's, 13.
So you're standing at the mouth of this entrance, you shoot your bolt at it, and it just sort of bounces off its scales and flies into the air. Yeah, it currently has the highest AC of anything you've fought so far.
Oh my god.
And yeah, you still have a movement. If you wanted to move somewhere. You're all, with the exception of Skull, you're all still at this entrance area.
Can I just use my other thing to open my lantern back up?
Sure.
Okay. Because that light's going to end pretty soon,
Yep,
so
it will
I'll
end
be able
soon.
to still see then at that point.
And how is it just normal 60 feet range of
Yeah.
light? Okay. Then yeah, after that we move on to K-Doc, who rolled a natural 1 on initiative. He's got like shit.
K-Doc
Man,
sucks.
he's the most useless piece of shit.
We hate him. The kobolds are going to hate him. He's going to die. He can't do crap. It's just whatever.
The only thing I
take
really
the
know
time to
about his
parry
character
it.
so far is that he throws daggers. He's just gonna throw a dagger.
Alright.
So
No,
Yeah.
that's not true. He climbed in a tree,
there's no trees here.
but he did do it at one.
Shit out of luck.
It
There's no
is
trees.
something he did. He sure did climb and then fall out of that tree.
He swings at one of the nearby kobolds at the mouth of the cave with his dagger,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
does manage to scratch it.
Scratch a maru.
For 5 points of damage. This one's almost dead.
Wow. He became momentary deception.
Deception. What? For what? For the fact that he hit something?
That he managed to land a hit and do something.
Did any of
useful.
us see it? That's the important thing.
No. We can never see him do something good.
At the end of the battle, we're just like, oh man,
I'm sorry.
how did I kill someone with your knife?
I didn't.
So we're now at the top of the initiative order. Go ahead and make a perception, everybody.
Oh.
I rolled real good. 21.
Hey, a 13 rolled. Oh. Wait, perception you said?
Mm-hmm.
11.
So you had a 16, an 11, and a what?
I had a 21.
21. Mundi and everybody, you notice the light is fading. You do not think it has the advantage it had on the previous turn now.
Oh no.
For everybody else, you can see there is another group of 3 directly behind the queen, and that some of these stalactites are very loose. Another something could send them falling down onto the queen and the pile. That puts us at the top of the order with Thola. You're pointing, yes. Let's see if she... It'll be an easy check, but we'll see if she knows what you're wanting. Yeah, she passes. So Thola is preparing to throw, and as she's doing it, she yells out, "Cover your eyes!" in common.
I cover my head.
Because everyone speaks different languages, so...
I shut my eyes real good.
I cover my head with my shield.
Okay.
I'm kind of out there, by the way.
See how accurate this one was, if it's the same area or not. As the second bomb flies up into the air. It once again clashes against the ceiling. Doesn't hit in the same spot. In fact, in doing so, only 2 stalactites fall loose enough to fall towards the ground. But again, another burst of light spews out from it. This time it is not enhanced by your spell.
What the fuck, man? You slacking?
I didn't have time to ready an action for this.